today for the Bitcoin price with DavinciJ15. Wow, guys, what the heck is happening with oil right now? If we are going here over into the charts, you can see this massive red candle all the way down here towards minus $40. You can also see here, CNBC tweeting it out that crude oil falls 30% into negative territory. And guys, this might have an unprecedented effect not only on stocks, equities and so on the financial markets, but also on Bitcoin. If you are holding stocks, Bitcoin, gold, whatsoever, guys, you want to see what we have to share in today's episode. Please, guys, make sure you take a seat, you smash up the like button to at least 3,000 likes on that very, very important episode today. And that being said, we want to talk today to the number one person to talk to in a financial crisis on days where oil is plunging into negative territory, and his name is DavinciJ15. So we want to come to the most important question of today. DavinciJ15, how are you doing today, my man?
I am in shock and awe because think about it, right? How would you feel if you bought a bunch of oil with your money, no leverage, and you're down 300%? Not 100% of your money, 300% of your money.
Exactly.
How would you feel about that?
I wouldn't feel good about it, but how do the commissioners feel right now who said, and you just mentioned it before, Da Vinci, we cannot have a Bitcoin ETF because it's too volatile, right? Do you remember how you said that an hour ago? And now look at gold and look at oil. I mean, that's just too crazy right now.
Yes, it's insane how we can't have an ETF because, would lose a lot of money.
Whoa. I mean, but yeah, it is exciting, it is crazy, but in the end of the day, this will have crazy trickle-down effects on the financial markets. And Da Vinci, maybe after we do some very short TA here on Bitcoin, please share your valued opinion about all the happenings right now in the world. Because, I mean, if we are looking at the Dow Jones, it is just going up and up and up. And oil right now going down into negative territory. It is coming from missing demand on oil. And if you are looking at the Dow Jones futures or at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, it is the 30 biggest industrial companies. And this one is going up now since weeks. And I mean, if the demand on oil is actually lacking right now so heavily that we are seeing negative territory, why are the financial markets going up and up? And Da Vinci, you will share your opinion on that later on in today's episode. Maybe now, before we do that, we pull up the charts, we look at the Bitcoin technicals in the short term here, and then I think the most interesting thing will be to see your opinion on the oil markets, on the financial markets, and what all of that has to do with Bitcoin.
All right, no problem. But here we're bringing up the charts, but we're going to talk about also why it is they went negative, and I'm going to explain that a little bit. All right, with that said, nothing here has changed. It just does not look good. I think we discussed this M, if not in the last episode. And look, we were saying, hey, you know what? If this turns into an M, not so good. And look at that. We're slowly coming into M. It's got to break down over here at this level, which is like instead of saying here, let's say 6,463.50. If it breaks down there. Bye bye. Yeah, so let's see where our first top target, of course, is always the 38.2, and as you know, that's 6,000 here on the perpetual futures. That's at $6,062, right? So it might be a little different from the last time we did it. I think we did it on the Bitcoin Bitstamp price. So these things are slightly off when you're doing the swap the swap perpetual futures. Now this is clearly not a good sign. I'm hoping that I don't know. You can see this thing bounce off of this level here, which is let's see here. I think the POC, point of control, because I don't need to bring up the VPVR, is right here, right where we are, right? So that's at 6,820. If we bounce off of that and don't come back, or like, stay around it and don't break through, that's a good sign, right? But if we break through, right, that's a bad sign. It looks like we're going to break this bottom here of 6,463. I don't want that to happen, of course. I'd prefer to see, as we're moon boys here, I'd prefer to see it go higher. Now, I'm interested in what you talked about the last episode. I thought that was awesome, and that was like I think it was called the bump and what they call it, bump and run.
Bump and run pattern, exactly.
Exactly. I thought that was cool, and first time I heard of that. But I'm a student of the market, and I'm willing to learn something new every single time. And basically, the bump and run, right? It looks like something that might occur. Now, let's see if I can draw this nicely. Right? Maybe here. Yeah? Yep. There we go. So, what you're saying is maybe we come all the way down, break this pattern, get all the bears all excited, load up the bears, and go, oh, screw you, and then cause this massive short squeeze going higher. Yeah, anything can happen, of course. And look at that. I mean, if it comes down or does this slowly over time, maybe it might line up with 38.2 before it bumps off and runs. That would be great. That would be awesome. Let's see if that happens, if that plays out. I would be interested to see if that plays out.
So what you are saying right now is we have to hold the point of control of 6,800-ish US dollars. If we are not holding that, we will most probably go down for a test below the $6,500 areas, which would be, of course, not very nice for everyone who is in a long position right now. However, DaVinci, you are saying even though we are breaking these levels, we might find some strong support at the 38.2, the 6,062 levels, and if we are bouncing there, we can still see this bump and run reversal here with the target of 10,500 US dollars coming into place. So even though we will break down, maybe this is even a good thing in the mid run, because we can confirm this pattern here and see even higher prices. Of course, not tomorrow, not next week. This is a little bit more far out after the halving. So in the short term, you can see the Bitcoin price maybe going lower, and maybe this is connected to the oil crash we had. So DaVinci, maybe can we go over into oil, and you can share your opinion on this massive unprecedented crash. We have never seen something like that in the history of mankind here on oil, and maybe you can share your thoughts on it, and then we can go over into your thoughts how that might trickle down to the financial markets, and of course, even more important for everyone who is watching right now, also onto the Bitcoin prices.
All right, so why don't you check your table, because as you can see, this candlestick is it keeps going down.
it's somewhere way below here.
Negative 20. Yeah, no. All the way, like a close of negative $37.43. It's speechless. I mean, whoa. This is like what the Texans call it, the dog's breakfast, because it's a mess.
This is insane.
Wow.
This is absolutely insane.
It's just unbelievable how this has happened. And how does this happen? Well, today was the last day for the May contract. So if you hold the May contract at the end of the closing business day, you get 1,000 barrels per contract delivered to your door, right? And so everybody who had these contracts wanted to unload them. Nobody wanted them because nobody wanted oil, because they had to put it. And so because they had to put it, they were willing to they were willing to get paid to accept the oil, right? That the other person who was holding the contract didn't want, because hey, you know what? It's going to cost me more to hold the contract, hold this contract, and hold the oil and store it for the next month, for example, or store it for whenever somebody needs it. It's going to cost a lot of money to store it. So that's why it went negative, right? And so that if you had to sell your contract because, you were thinking, no. Can you imagine? I can imagine a pit trader going, no, this is not happening. This is not happening. It'll keep going lower. And because they don't like, if you're going on leverage, heavy leverage, your liquidation, you're not getting it liquidated in these things. And because most of the times what they do is they give you extended credit for the day. And so if you didn't sell all the way down, you didn't get a stop loss hit or anything, and you're holding this thing all the way down thinking this is not happening, this has got to be an error, which I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people did. A lot of pit traders did. That would mean that at the end of the day, they got a call saying, hey, you got to pay up.
Yes.
You got to accept this oil that you purchased or pay up.
And this is painful, man. This was painful for so many people right now.
Exactly. So that I can imagine that a lot of these people, these pit traders, I'm sure they trade Bitcoin during the day as well. So they're going to be selling off their Bitcoins, right, in order to cover the losses here. So you can expect that to happen over the next few days. That a lot of people are going to, on the margin calls, are going to need to give up on their Bitcoin in order to cover the losses that occurred in this
Can we go into the face mode maybe? I have some very important questions. Maybe, you wanted to share something here. Look at this, guys. Let me just eliminate my face so you can see it properly. Look at this. Minus 305% on the day here on the crude oil settlement. And we actually closed at $37.63, but this is in the minus. I mean, this is absolutely crazy, guys. Oh yeah, here, look at this, what DaVinci actually said. I like Bitcoin because it can't go to negative unless a promise to pay a Bitcoin sets the price like it does in gold, silver and oil. Don't call it a typo or fake. This is real. And DaVinci, it actually doesn't look real. It looks like a massive fairy tale here. Can we go into the face mode maybe so you can share your valued opinion on this whole thing and how you think this might trickle down on the financial markets as well? Because DaVinci, we can see right now oil was going down to minus $37. So it means there's a big supply. The OPEC didn't cut the production here, which they probably should have done. And at the same time, this big supply is meeting a lack of demand, and actually a huge lack of demand because of all the lockdowns. The industry is not producing as much as it was used to. And if we are looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the DJI, this one is pulled together by the 30 biggest industrial companies in the United States. And we just saw a massive bounce from 18,000 to 24 or 25,000 on the Dow Jones Industrial. And why are the financial markets going up so heavily while actually the industrial demand is going down so heavily? I mean, there is clearly a big spread here between reality and the financial markets.
Yes, there's two reasons for that. One is, of course, a short covering, right? You can't fight the Fed is one of the mantras when you're trading on the New York Stock Exchange. Never fight the Fed. And since the Fed are talking about purchasing stocks, right? A lot of short cover into that, as well as people. The second part is people buying up the stocks in order to sell it to the Federal Reserve. Right, at a higher price. Now, will that translate? Right, because remember, the Fed can just talk the talk, but not walk the walk. We'll see if they buy the stocks, right? And I'm thinking that we're going to see a rollover and a Fed buying panic, because I bet you they're just talking the talk right now. And only when the market actually starts to tank, they're going to actually start to do something and buy stocks So that's what I see. That's how I see this thing playing out. Now, once they start going down that road, right? They've already committed to go down that road of printing money for everybody. Really, they haven't like 100% committed, but they're almost there. They're almost there, because they're talking about the UBI, right? Of course, and then that's going to be like $3 trillion a year in expenditures for the. And then there, of course, what's it called, the bailouts, right? They've already got added up to 6 trillion. So what's another 3 trillion here? And then if they have to buy the stocks, what's another few more trillion that they need to print up to move the stocks higher? It won't make and that much of a difference. So again, that's down the road to hyperinflation, and it's going to be interesting. I think Americans will live up to I think it was which president said it? It was the one who in the UK back in World War II. He said that you could always trust Americans to do the right thing, only after they tried everything else.
Yeah, exactly. And this is what they are doing right now. I mean, guys, think about it. Once all of this translates into the financial markets and the people start selling their equities, and then the Federal Reserve starts buying this stuff, I mean, they will be buying up the dumps. And they have to print the money to buy that up. So there will be even more money or like currency being pumped into the system. And once all of this panic settles, the people will start spending their currency, and the velocity will go higher. And this will be the exact time also we will see this probably deflationary period translating into hyperinflationary period, and all of this is of course fueled by the Federal Reserve. Thank you so much for that, Da Vinci. So putting that together, you think this will have a trickle-down effect on the financial markets, on the equity markets. We will see the prices going down. We will see the Federal Reserve buying up these sell orders and pumping even more fiat currency into the system, and then we will see also, after all of this craze happening, most probably a hyperinflation coming into place. And this is exactly the point where all of the Bitcoin holders will finally also benefit from all the craze happening right now. So just going over into that, do you think that, or what do you think are the short, mid and long-term effects on Bitcoin right now? Because everyone watching, of course, is a Bitcoiner.
Yeah, well, we already talked about how this would actually see prices being more depressed in the short to midterm on the price of Bitcoin. But eventually, we're going to see this decoupling occur, and in a big way. And I think it's going to shock. I think we're going to get a shock event sometime with the Bitcoin price. Yeah. I really think so. I think that people will realize that, hey, you know what? I can't get any gold, I can't get any silver, and I got all this cash, and I got to do something with it, and I can't do the normal thing with it, which is buy physical the inflation hedge, because hey, you know what? I can gamble against the inflation hedge, but I cannot actually own the actual real inflation hedge, which is gold. So you have to get into the next best thing, and as you know, there's I think it was like $6 billion or six. How many $1 billion? I think it was like a large number, like 600 billion or something like that. Something stupid. No, it was $6 or $7 billion in cash reserves on the exchanges.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yeah, it's
right?
6.7
to be deployed. That's incredible cash. And I remember there was like most people would say that there's two possibilities with that. I think you said that in the last video. Yeah. There's two possibilities. Is that one is that, hey, people are ready to buy, or two, people are ready to sell their gold, their Bitcoin to buy Tether. Now, and they're preparing for that. Well, there's also a third possibility, right? It's the third possibility is that Tether is about to collapse. Other one, right? Oh. So, and those people are ready to jump into another stable coin. So that's also a possibility out there, right? So consider that.
You know what? I will make a poll right now. Everyone watching, everyone who's still in that episode, we are making a longer episode because it's unprecedented times. Take part at the poll, and this 6.7 billion US dollar ready on exchanges. And it would be actually enough to buy 1 million Bitcoin. But that put aside, take part at the poll right now and let us know. Do you think that the 6.7 billion US dollar of Tether held on exchanges is bullish for Bitcoin, bearish for Bitcoin, or does it mean that Tether is going to implode? Take part at the poll, and it would be amazing to see what the audience thinks about that right now. Thank you so much for sharing all your thoughts here on these in these crazy times here on gold, on the financial markets, and of course also on Bitcoin, DaVinci. And do you have anything else to share on these topics before we go into Pandora's wallet, which is also very important right now?
Yeah, I really think that people have asked me, like, oh wow, should I short gold? I mean, oil tomorrow? And if you have to ask me to short oil tomorrow, you shouldn't be doing that.
Exactly.
That's very dangerous to do. If you happen to be able to even do contracts, because remember, each contract is about $30,000. If the oil price, the oil price is at 20,000, so it's like $20,000. And I don't think most of our viewers have like 20K around. So of course you do leverage, right? You could put in like $2,000 into your account, and then get one contract of oil. You want to short that one contract, and of course you could because it's done. You do it like 10x leverage. You don't want to be in that. You don't want to deal with that. So
you can be liquidated within 20 seconds.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, don't do that, guys. Don't do that. I mean, rather trade Bitcoin than oil right now, because oil is much more volatile than everything else in the world. And it's actually true. Whenever you have to ask someone, should I long this, should I short this, you shouldn't be trading in the first place, because you need your own trading strategy, you need your own game plan, and you have to make your decisions based on your own analysis. And everything else, watching this episode, watching other analysts out there, this is only to get additional information which you can take into the cocktail, which is called your own trading strategy. So thanks for putting that on us as well, DaVinci. This is very, very important during these times, because many people are trading out there. And guys, we have affiliate links down below, and you can trade with these affiliate links. You can get up to $1,612 for free if you're an experienced trader, but only then, because for most people, this trading is actually not recommended. Only if you're an experienced trader and if you are doing these trading decisions based upon your own strategies, then you can go down, use our links, support us as well. But otherwise, just buy and hold Bitcoin, guys. This is the best way to go. So thanks, DaVinci. And do you have any updates regarding Pandora's wallet? I know you are turning down a little bit on videos. You are working hard on Pandora. So are there any updates you would like to share?
Yeah, we're still in the process of building out Ethereum into the wallet. It's looking good. I like what I see so far, and hopefully we'll be on time. Might be a little bit late because of delays with the coronavirus, but we will be getting that done as soon as we can. Also, for a limited time, we have two big promotions. One is that if you purchase any type of subscription, you will get permanent access to my Telegram group, where also I do videos. I'm going to be doing videos every Sunday, specifically for the Telegram group, to talk about trading during the time that I'm during that video. We'll be doing live trades and going into trades at the exact same time, and that time frame between 7 and 10 o'clock at night, where on Sundays, where the market is the most volatile. I might add another time frame later on, but that's what we're doing there. And also, if you buy 2 years subscription, we will talk about your coin that you wish to talk about. If you have a particular altcoin you want me to feature on my show, so that's also an option there.
Thank you so much, DaVinci. This is a great offer. Everyone who wants to take advantage of that, I think it is ending very, very soon. Scroll down here to the pinned comment. There is www.pandoraswallet.com. Go there, check it out. All the options, you will see it there. 3 different options. Check it out yourself and take advantage of that. And you know what? The best thing is you get an amazing product on the sidelines, which is called Pandora's Wallet. Thank you so much for that, DaVinci. Thank you everyone for smashing up the like button, for watching that episode all the way through. Today it was certainly one of the most important ones, with that crazy crashes here maybe being a leading indicator also for the financial markets. So thank you everyone for that. And of course, guys, yeah, we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. But before I wrap it up today, I want to ask DaVinci, do you have anything to share before we end today's episode?
Yeah, always play from a position of strength and get wrecked.
Don't get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto already tomorrow. And that being said, guys, click this subscription box right here and also click the Bybit tutorial, which is popping up right there. And we will see each other tomorrow. And as always, guys, bye-bye.